You're welcome.
Today happens to be that day that I like, which is Thursday. Good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you're calling from. Welcome to the Live Talk with TLC. My name is Alexander, calling from California. If you just joined us, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Patricia from New Jersey.
Welcome, Patricia from New Jersey. Welcome to the call.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else is on the call with us?
Randy Crosby out of Atlanta, my friend.
Mr. Randy Crosby, the man himself. The man just
How are you?
all the money from. I'm doing awesome, man. Awesome. How you doing?
I'm doing just great, my friend.
Let me ask you a question. How many of those cars did you get out yesterday?
Yesterday, I actually did not even leave my office except to handle a couple of other things, but we will be getting quite a few of them out, my friend.
There you go. Awesome. I want to say thank you, man, for taking the time out and getting on the call. Appreciate you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Live Talk with TLC. If you just joined us, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Well, welcome. Again, everybody, I want to say thank you for taking the time out. Today is Thursday. We know what day that is. Yes, we all know that day is the day to get paid on your TLC prepaid debit card. And, you know, it's awesome when you can wake up knowing that you just had another deposit on your card. I think the deposit like at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock this morning. And that's absolutely awesome to know that you got paid before you even had your first cup of coffee or before you even brushed your teeth. But for some reason, it just every Thursday, that's why I like Thursdays. Thursday's like Christmas. Because every Thursday, you know, when you build the opportunity, you build the business, you're out sharing, talking, and spreading the good news, the good information regarding our company, our products, our compensation. The company will definitely reward you in a tremendous way to be able to do that. So we want to just say thank you, all of you, for getting on the call this Thursday. And if you got a notepad and pencil, you definitely want to get ready. Please get rid of all distractions, because we all know that our mind is like a parachute, and we know it's not going to work unless you open it up. So we definitely don't want you to miss out on this incredible opportunity with TLC. So folks, want to say thank you. We'll be starting our call in about maybe 1 or 2 minutes. If you just joined us, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon. Samantha Asbury calling of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Welcome, Samantha, to the call.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And who else just joined us? Well, welcome. If you just joined us, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Awesome. Folks, we got folks that want to... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Winter Gibson from Houston, Texas.
Welcome to the call.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. She got a real nice, pleasant voice. She got one of the voices you just can't get mad at. Okay. I like that voice. She's real nice and calm and pleasant. Make you want to listen. That's awesome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Again, everybody, I was out. I'm actually getting ready to go out. I was going to go ahead and go out canvassing again this morning, but I said, you know what, let me go ahead and get on the call, because I know when I'm out, there's a lot of distractions and noise and cars and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't want to have all that background noise. But folks, I'll tell you one thing, you never know what you can do if you don't even step out of your comfort zone. You never know what you can do if you don't step out of the house and go out and share it. I will tell you, folks, if you haven't seen the new cards that was created, actually I call them the TLC handout cards, they absolutely work because they do the work for you. They've got the information, they've got the pictures, and I will tell you, pictures are worth 1,000 words. And I just walk up to people and just, hey, I said, can I give you one of my brochures? And they say, yes, great. I just ask them a very simple question, can I give you one of my brochures? And I hand one of these cards to them, and it catches their attention. And when you're able to walk in a shop and talk to the owner, the owner's listening, but the person sitting in the chair getting her hair done is also listening. And when you can walk in the shop and hand the owner a card to look at, and the person in the chair listening, and she end up buying 5 packs of tea from you, folks, we always talk about you have to have products that people want and is willing to give you cash right out of their pocket. And when they do it, absolutely. And so I will tell you, folks, we have an incredible opportunity, incredible compensation, incredible product, and you just definitely want to get a notepad, sit back.
All callers are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Awesome, everybody. I want to say welcome to our live talk with TLC. My name is Alexander from California, and I will tell you absolutely this opportunity is absolutely exploding, changing people's lives. And to me, that name, Total Life Change. If you want to change your situation financially, if you want to change your where you're headed, where you're going to make it a better, if you want to have a better Thanksgiving, a better Christmas, if you want to change your zip code, folks, we have an opportunity. You know, when I first looked at this company, the first thing I saw was the compensation. I was totally impressed with the compensation. It was one of the best compensations I've seen. But then when I looked at the product, I know you have to have an incredible product in any company. And when I saw the product, I was like, man, it's got. The first thing I saw was the tea. I said, man, I don't drink tea. This might not be for me because I don't drink tea. But as I began to do my research, because I was so impressed with the compensation, I was amazed at what this tea can do for you. See, when you don't understand what you have a hold of, folks, you'll give it away. When you don't understand what you have a hold of, you want to appreciate it. Folks, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not in TLC. I'm just going to be honest. TLC is in me. And when something is in you, you talk about it every day. You share it with people every single day. And I go out and I meet, I greet. You know, Randy telling me I'm going to get out of your comfort zone. Stop staying at home. Go out and talk and meet and greet. I started doing that, folks. I will tell you something. The organization is exploding. People reach in their pocket and give you cash for your products because why? They're starting to hear about this incredible tea, and they know it is going to change lives. So, folks, I want you guys to do yourself a favor. Get your notepads, get your pencils, get rid of all distractions. And I will tell you, folks, we all know the day is what? Thursday. Today is payday, and we don't want you to miss out on the opportunity of getting paid on time. And I tell you one thing, if you don't have a TLC debit card, folks, you want to get it because I like getting paid fast, quick, and in a hurry. I don't want to wait for the postman because why? We got paid at 5 o'clock or 4:45 this morning. Guess what? The postman don't deliver that time of the morning. It's too early, right? He's still home sleeping. But because of the TLC debit card, folks, you can get paid fast, quick, and in a hurry. So sit back, relax, folks. I'm going to turn the call over to our presenter for this evening, this afternoon, Mr. Randy Crosby, doing an absolutely phenomenal job, exploding. Just got back from, an event that he went to. And I tell you something, folks, the man goes out to the battlefield, gets the nuggets, and bring them back. And teach and train us to help us move forward. So, folks, get your pads, get your pencils, take notes, listen carefully because we are changing lives. Mr. Randy Crosby, this call is now turned over to you.
Well, thanks a lot, Alexander. Those of you that are online, say welcome. Guys, it's just been absolutely incredible what's going on and what we're today.
Hey, Randy, I'm sorry, Randy, to interrupt, but your phone's kind of fading in and out really bad.
I don't know why. Let's just double check. Any better now, or is it still bad off?
It's a little bit better, yes.
Okay. We don't know why we're getting that signal. See, I'm going to try one more here. Hopefully, this gets better. Can you guys on the online webinar, can you guys hear me okay? I want to double check if you guys on the online webinar, if you can type in yes, that you can hear us okay, then I know that you're good to go. And for those of you that are on the phone lines, okay, on the online webinar, we are good to go. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for that. Those of you that are on the phone line, it looks like hopefully I'm going to try to clean up a little bit of background noise that we have. Hopefully that makes it better. Guys, I want to go ahead and get started today because what's been happening is all about testimonies. It's about different people experiencing phenomenal results, and that's what we have today. I'm going to go right now to North Carolina first, and we're going to talk to Samantha. And Samantha, if you press *6, that will bring you up in an unmuted mode. *6 will bring you up. And Samantha has an incredible story about the products. Because, guys, listen, if the products don't work, you have nothing. But in this company, the products not only work, they work amazingly well. They're instant gratification products, and many of the products are not only working phenomenally well, but some of them are working quicker than they're supposed to, or what the model actually says that it's supposed to, and it's just been phenomenal. Samantha out of North Carolina, are you on the line with us? *6 will unmute you, Samantha. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try to manually unmute you because evidently that's not working.
All callers are unmuted.
Hi,
Samantha, are you on
Randy.
the line with us? Well, I can hear
Yes,
you now.
I am.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yes,
Samantha.
I am. Thank you for having me, sir. Yes, Randy. So I've just started taking the Slim R, the body sculpting and skin repair cream. Oh my goodness.
All callers are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Randy, I've lost over 60 pounds on our amazing products, but this Slim, my stomach was still big, but I just started using this cream. I've already lost a whole inch off of my hips, a half an inch off my waistline, and a half inch off my breast. And I am just so elated. I just started using this Monday. This is Friday. That is crazy. I've never heard of anything like that in my life. Do you know how long it takes a woman to lose a whole inch off of her hip? It takes a lot of work. This
So
is
you're using the, is it the Slim R that you're using? The new Slim R?
Yes, sir, it is. This, Randy, I just started using this product on Monday. I just started, that was 5 days ago. This is a phenomenal product. I am so elated. I'm down now about 65 pounds. I was a size 22. Now I'm down to a size 10. I haven't been a size 10 since high school. I'm 49 years old.
Now, let me ask you something. For all of the listeners that are on the line with us, how many times a day are you putting the Slim R on?
Only 2 times. That's all the bottle requires. It says twice a day.
Wow.
2 times
And
a day.
are you using like the wrap, you know, as well with that?
Yes, I am. I'm using the
Okay.
wrap at night.
Okay. And what are you using to wrap yourself? Because I mean, we got a lot of women that are listening on the line, and they're trying to figure out, you know, should I get the Slim R? And if it's taking off inches that quick, it's a product that I need in my mailbox today. So just kind of explain what you're using to wrap yourself and what the application process is for the Slim R.
What I'm using for mine is just ordinary saran wrap. That's all I'm using.
Okay.
Saran wrap. That's all I'm using.
So you apply the Slim R. It's a cream, so you apply it on yourself, and then you take the regular saran wrap and just kind of wrap around, just to kind of hold everything. You know, the thermogenic part. Okay.
That is correct. That is correct. Putting it on there
Oh.
2 times a day. And also make sure, ladies, that you're having a healthy diet and plenty of water. You have got to drink water. I have so many people who always call me and say, Samantha, I'm not losing weight. I said, well, how much water are you drinking? No, and I said, ma'am, you have got to get those toxins out of your body. They have to go somewhere. You have to drink water if you want to lose that weight. You have to get the toxins out of your body.
Were you amazed? And you said you lost how many inches already in just a few days?
I've lost a total of 2 inches. 1 inch off my hip, half an inch off my waist, and a half inch off of my stomach. I mean, my breast. But in all, Randy, I have lost, since I've been using these amazing products, I'm down 13 inches off my waistline. 13
That's
inches.
incredible. That's incredible. You know, Samantha, I thought I was the only one, you know, because I used the Slim R, and, you know, just after 2 days of using it, it was like over 2 inches that was gone off of my stomach area, and I'm thinking this has got to be just unreal. It's got to be a coincidence, but it actually happened to you as well.
Absolutely. And I am so elated. I'm getting ready to set sail to Puerto Rico on next week, and this is my treatment to myself, because I owe it to myself. I've lost about 67 pounds using these amazing products. And I thank God for this amazing company and all of you amazing people who have been behind this whole organization and crusade of total life changes. It is amazing.
Wow. It's amazing to hear that story from you. And again, guys, you know, you got to understand that this is the power, you know, and guys, I'm going to tell you something. If guys are listening on the line, you know, one of the most difficult things for me to do that evening, I didn't mind putting the Slim R on, because it's just like rubbing lotion on me. It's no big deal.
Exactly.
But when I got the saran wrap and I started wrapping it around, I felt a little like, this is a little bit uncomfortable for a guy. But let me tell you something, guys. It worked. It literally worked. I mean, it didn't bother me while I was sleeping at all. When I got up in the morning and I took the tape measure out and I went around and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. How does this work like this? And I'll tell you what, it actually it makes you go to the bathroom more too. At least in my case, and I thought it was phenomenal. So Samantha, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And anything you'd like to say in closing before we go to our next guest?
No, I just like to say thank you so much, sir, for allowing me to be on this amazing platform. And I love each and every one of you. God bless you all.
Well, great. And Samantha, we're going to invite you. As you know, next week we're starting our amazing TLC talk show. It's a once-a-week talk show, but it's going to be recorded. We've got several different people, and Samantha, we definitely would like to invite you to be on one of our shows with those amazing testimonies. Because these testimonies, guys, once we record it, then we add the special effects and we put it up on a website. You'll be able to always go to those different websites and watch the different episodes that we have up, the weekly episodes. It's going to be phenomenal. Great recruiting tools. It's going to be full with nothing but testimonies. It's set up just like an interview. In fact, our team is going to be the only team in the entire company that has a weekly talk show like this. And when people start to see the talk show and see everything that's put together, let me tell you something, everybody's going to be watching the talk show. Why? Because there's always going to be different people interviewed on there. You're going to hear different testimonies about different products. It's going to be even video of different lifestyles and how people are changing their lifestyle. So there's going to be a compensation video. There's plenty of them out there right now, where you can point people to 24 hours a day to watch the compensation. But you know what? Stories are what sell. And when people go and watch the different videos and listen to the different testimonies on what's happening to people, and now they can show this to other people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Guys, watch what happens to your organization. Your recruiting is going to go phenomenally well. Even customers, that's why this video is being put together like that, so that you can have a person you talk to just about the product, and you're going to tell them, go watch this live talk show. And they're talking all about this. You watch it right over your internet. When they see it, the way it's put together, they'll sit there and they'll watch the talk show. They'll hear the different testimonies from people right from their very own homes, right over their computers, giving testimony of what's been happening with them, along with video footage playing on the side. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So the live talk show, guys, is going to be an event that you'll be able to point people to that will help you sell more product, and more people will want to join you in the business. So it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Our next guest we're going to swing over to is in Kansas City today. And this is Miss Pat Jackson out of Kansas City. She is we had her on a live radio talk show earlier today. They actually do a talk show every Thursday at noon Eastern. And Pat was one of the invited guests on the talk show along with Tara McCullen. And I'll tell you what, guys, they did such a fantastic job. I had to invite them to our 2 o'clock call, and they're going to be on one of our first episodes, one of our first shows that we're going to be recording next week. These guys are going to be on there. You're going to be able to see and hear the testimonies. And I'll tell you something, when you see the visual input added in here, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Pat Jackson out of Kansas City, are you on the line with us?
I am here. Can you hear me, Randy?
Yes, we can hear you just fine, Pat. How are you?
I am just super great. I tell you, when it comes to the testimonies with TLC, I can go on and on and on and on and on because they just have so many. I tell you, God is truly good. But I'll start with a couple of mine personally. And one of them is that I basically lost between 22 to 22 pounds since I've been taking the Total Life Changes products. I can tell you guys that I take all of the supplements. And yes, I just ordered a bottle of Slim R, and it just came in today. So I cannot wait to wrap myself up with that tonight. And guys, I know for a fact that Slim R does everything that the young lady just said and some, because I have a rep here in Kansas City. And if you guys are on Facebook, you can go to my Facebook wall and find me at Pat Jackson. I'm in Kansas City. I have a picture before and after. And in 7 days, if you look at this lady's stomach, the before and after, and what has happened to her in 7 days, you will probably just fall out your chair.
Now, Pat, let me ask you. You said that lady right now is on your Facebook page?
She's on my Facebook page. You will not see her face, but there's 3 pictures of her stomach. and it happened in a 7-day time frame, before and after. Just freaking mind blowing.
Wow. For our audience view, I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can pull that up for the audience view right now. But go ahead, Pat. Go ahead, continue.
My next testimony is that my son was very, very much overweight, guys. He's 27 years young. He's never, ever, ever followed me in anything, any that I get involved when it comes to the network marketing. My family is just totally hands off. Don't touch me. Don't talk to me about it. But I started him drinking the tea in January. And in February, actually it was February the 5th, I started him with the tea, the ACG drops, as well as the NutriBurst. Guys, in 2 months, my son went from 344 pounds down to about 267 pounds. And today, without doing any drops, he have not had any drops in 3+ months. He is still maintaining that weight loss. Guys, he went from wearing a size 5X in a shirt now down to a extra large. So all I'm going to tell y'all is this. I don't have to beg him. I don't have to convince him. I don't have to drag him to take these products. He beats me to the kitchen every morning, and he takes all of the supplements. Why? Because they changed his life. My last testimony is my husband. My husband is a very slim man, does not believe in nutritional supplements at all, but because he's getting older, he's not getting younger. He's always complaining about he needs more energy. So about 2 weeks ago, he came up and he was going to take a product from another company, which was basically like a vitamin. I looked at him and I said, no. I said, what are you doing? He says, well, I'm about ready to take this vitamin. I said, I don't want you to take that. I want you to try something else. And he looked like, oh, come. I said, just try it for me. So I opened up the bottle of NutriBurst. I filled it up. I said, now swig it down. And he drank the whole thing. He kind of frowned a little bit. But guys, listen, 20 minutes later, my husband was outside with the lawnmower, and he cut the whole entire yard, front and back, and did not take any breaks. Today, 2 weeks later, he gets up every single morning, and guess what? The first thing he runs and grabs? That bottle of NutriBurst. So all I'm telling you is this. All of our products are totally life-changing. And if you just simply focus on sharing the product with everybody you know, I promise you, I'll meet you at the bank. The products will have them convinced to join you in your business. Thank you so much, Randy, and back to you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pat, I just had to go add that to my timeline because what you just shared was absolutely phenomenal. We're all here looking at the pictures right now. And, you know, Pat, it is incredible. I mean, it is literally incredible. I'm sitting here looking, and this happened in a period of, I believe you said 7 days. That is absolutely incredible. Now, let me ask you something. I know we were trying to get our other special guest, Tara McCullen, on the line. Is she on the line with us as well?
Yes, I am.
Well, Tara, we want to welcome you all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and I know you guys, I tell you, it's phenomenal what's been happening with you and your business. And you shared something a little bit earlier on the live radio show, and, you know, there's a lot of people here that would love to hear that incredible testimony. So tell us what you're experiencing with the products with Total Life Changes.
Well, Randy, thank you for allowing me to give my testimony on the call this evening. Well, I actually got involved with Total Life Changes products back in February of this year. I wasn't interested in the business, but when my girlfriend, I saw her, she does my hair, I was going to get my hair done, and I saw that she had lost weight with the products. And then she gave me a little catalog that they had given her, and she was telling me about all the products and what they do, and she was just like really excited about it. So when I saw that and she told me to get on one of these calls, and I got on a call, and I heard them talking about you can lose 5 pounds in 5 days. But then what really got me excited was they were talking about that it really could help with your allergies and sinus. Well, you guys, I was going to the doctor, and they had me on Flonase and Allegra every single day because my sinuses were so bad, and I would have to go get steroid shots, or actually they would prescribe me some steroids because I would get sinus infections so bad. I had to, like, literally take a roll of tissue with me or a box of Kleenex everywhere I went. So I started using the products, and to this day, you guys, I am no longer on Flonase. I'm no longer taking Allegra. I take no allergy or sinus medicine. I'm not taking steroids. I am using NutriBurst, Shaga. I'm drinking the tea on a daily basis. I'm taking the multivitamin, NutriBurst. I'm using Kachui. I mean, it's just awesome what this stuff is doing, okay? So, energy. My energy is through the roof. I have no pains, no aches. I mean, I'm just so excited. But then I go to a meeting, and they're talking about Strike Up and Love. And I'm like, what's Strike Up and Love? I said, oh, you know what? I still have that at home laying around because it was in my kit. It was really the only thing that I didn't use out of when I ordered. I didn't use the Strike Up and Love because I'm like, I don't need any sexual enhancement products. What I'm going to do with that? I've never even used anything like that. But when I saw the lady at the meeting, and she was saying that it really does work and all this, and I was like, well, how can I market that product if I don't know what it'll do? So I called my husband and told him, when you get home this weekend, we're going to use Strike Up and Love. And he was like, oh, okay. So we took it an hour before we were intimate. You guys, I am still using Strike Up and Love now when we want to have fun, because what it does is it really, really puts you in a really great mood. It really does enhance a woman's orgasm. It also does provide moisture. And then what it does for the man, it just gives him a better mood swing, as well as it allows him to perform. Even once, he's released, he still can perform again. So that product is so good. So anybody wanting to add to some spice, or you're just looking for something that can enhance you, that is really, really, really a great product. And it's not about age. That's another thing. Some people think like, oh, I don't need it because I'm like in my 40s, I'm in my 30s, I'm in my 20s. It's not even really about that, because believe it or not, statistically it shows that it doesn't really matter about your age. There are some women that lose moisture even in their 20s and their 30s. Statistics show that, even in their 40s. So it really doesn't matter about your age. The products really will help you.
Wow, that is amazing, and we appreciate you coming on, being so candid with us. And I tell you what, guys, it's a phenomenal product. Everybody likes it, but a lot of people won't come on and talk about it. But guys, it's phenomenal. What it does for you is incredible. In fact, as Tara said, it even helps you with your mood enhancement. So these products, guys, we know are absolutely phenomenal. And again, we asked Tara to come on because her and Pat, they're going to be on our first show that we have, along with several other people. Santiago de la Rosa is going to be on that show. We've got Dr. Nivio is going to be on that first show. So that first show, once it's recorded, we'll have it out there, and that way you guys can go. And then the second show, we've got even other people that are lined up for the second show, the third show. There'll be weekly shows. It'll be absolutely phenomenal. But doesn't it make sense, guys, when you can hear real live testimonies from people and be able to see them on video, telling their stories, letting you appreciate why the product is doing what it does, why it's having an impact. See, guys, this is so simple. Why does Total Life Changes work? Because when you have products that produces the results that you're seeing here on your screen, these results, ladies and gentlemen, are phenomenal. People will pay for this. You know how many people would pay literally thousands of dollars just to achieve what you see right here on the screen? I remember I was talking to one lady before, and they were going to go for the cool sculpting. And by the time they finished with the bill, it was upwards of $5,000 to $6,000, and it didn't produce the results like what you're seeing here on the screen. Guys, with the new Slim R, I'm seeing better results with the Slim R in a period of 7 or 8 days than I've seen, ladies and gentlemen, with several people who've tried other means, spending hundreds, in many cases, thousands of dollars, just trying to improve and enhance their shape. And look what the Slim R has done. Just absolutely phenomenal products, guys. I don't know about you, but I am blown away at today's call. Make sure
Randy,
that
I got a testimony.
you have another testimony? I'll tell you what, guys.
I do, sir. That's why I couldn't do the call when it came on at 2 o'clock. I got on about 10 minutes after. Go ahead. And can you hear me okay?
Yes, we hear you. Go ahead, my friend.
I met this young man at the grocery store, at a supermarket, and I gave him my card because he talked. He said he works out, and like he did work down here in his daughter. And I gave him my business card, and I told him that I'm in the nutrition business. He said, "Oh wow!" And he said, "I need some help. My stomach kind of bad." I said, "Okay, give me your name, your telephone number, and your email address, and write it down on this newspaper. I didn't have a pad with me." He did that. I emailed him. I emailed him the Prospect Parasite video. He looked at it. He emailed me back and said, "When can I purchase the product?" And I told him the price what it was. Go on my website and purchase it. But if you need it right now, come by my house. He just left about 10 minutes ago. He only wanted to buy a couple bags of the IST. Of course, I ended up selling him 4 bags for the month, and I gave him a sample of the NutriBurst. He bought a bottle of the NutriBurst. I told him about this Strike Up because I showed him where I had my display. He bought 2 Strike Ups, $10 a piece, and I told him about the Dagara coffee. And he said, "I'm going to order all this stuff." Randy, I'm going to get the money. I mean, I have over $100 in my. I'm looking at it, and I didn't expect this kind of money from this guy. And here's the good thing about it: I'm glad I had the NutriBurst because I had a supply of it before they had to make the adjustment on the seal. So I had enough inventory to sell him what I had to sell him, and because I know the importance of having inventory, I had the Strike Up, I had the Dagara coffee, I had what he needed. He didn't have to wait, and when I showed him the money, he said, "Look, I'm into health clubs. I'm known all around this in the area of Texas. I can put this in a different health club." He said, "We got to talk." I said, "Okay." So he and I will get together at a later date. He has to do in the car. But guys, all I did was share with him the product, the information, and there's something about getting money on hand. It makes you feel better, and all they do is reorder products so I can have more in my warehouse. Thank you, Randy. I feel good.
Well, I should tell JB the excitement in your voice. And guys, like I said, I'm astonished at what I'm looking at in front of me. And guys, we have some powerful products. And we've got another call coming up tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be a very brief, very, very brief, short presentation. Pat, you and Tara, I was blown away at your testimony today. That is incredible. Thank you very much for being on the call. Looking forward to having you on our show. We're also going to be having JB Moore and Lorraine on one of our future shows as well. Guys, we're putting everything together because this is nothing more than show and tell. When you show the results of what products are doing, the products will tell the story when it hits that person's system, and from there, the income is made. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for getting on the call today. We appreciate you. Again, our next call will be tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, thank you guys so much. Thank you, JB, for that powerful testimony. Again, I want to thank Samantha for getting on, giving us that incredible testimony, talking also about the Slim R. Guys, this stuff is amazing. So we want each and every one of you guys, get as much product as you possibly can. And with seeing results like this, if I were you, I'd be on the line ordering right now as much Slim R as you possibly can, because guess what? You don't want the company to run out, because if they run out and then you're waiting for them to come back and get more, but you have it, you're constantly making money, guys, because people pay for results. Thank you so much, guys, for getting on the call. Call's officially over. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you tonight at 8:30. Bye-bye for now.
Great call, Randy. Great call.
Thank you, guys. Great call. Great testimony.